Good morning, Kristen. Thanks for coming. You're such a diligent seeker of equilibrium of the mind and body and spirit. So that's my topic today. So if you go Google the definition of the equilibrium meaning, it's very good. I just paste here so we are on the same page. What? It's too long. Sorry, I cannot. I just read it for you. Equilibrium, a state in which opposing forces or influences are balanced. Balanced. Opposing forces or influences are balanced. So it's a pair of force or pairs of forces and influences. That's the first definition. Then the second is a state of physical balance. So I am sitting in a chair. So my hip is, the gravity is pulling me down, but the support from my chair is, support me to sit, right? So there's a gravity and support of chair is a balanced equilibrium. And the third one is a calm state of mind. Are your mind in a state of equilibrium now? Actually, there's only mind. There's only pure consciousness. And everything is in this equilibrium state, physically, mentally, emotionally. Maybe it's hard for you to understand, but if you look at nature, the wind in the sky, it's a total balanced force. Sorry, it's a total balanced state in terms of opposing forces or influences. Equilibrium is not dead state. It's not only a static state. It's also a dynamic state, just like a wind in the sky. That's the best metaphor I can use. That there's nothing freer than a wind in the sky in our experience. A windy sky is so free, is so balanced in a dynamic way. Do you follow? And this dancing in the wind, the dancing of the wind is how to say, interconnected to every forces, like the sunshine, create who generates heat, and because of tilt of the earth, there's a different zone of heat or that divided into heat and cold. I mean, in the North Poles are more cold than equators, right? So that's basically the energy flow, the difference of the heat or energy that creates this flow of the wind. We are conscious wind. If you are in the zone, you're so balanced in which opposing forces or influences are balanced. I also give you the first link. Maybe we can like this. So just to give you here again, in case we're in the same page. And if you click on the preview, I'll just read a little bit here. Body, mind, equilibrium. Yoga is the science of balance, the balance of the body, the mind, and the consciousness, and an equilibrium of the three that a yogi seeks to achieve. This equilibrium is not a static, but a dynamic one. That's a good sentence. Equilibrium of body, mind, spirit is not a static, but a dynamic one. Actually, I will add one more, make some comments here. The, the equilibrium of the body, mind, spirit, and environments. Environments in terms of your home, your family members, or at your workplace, your company, your corporation. Your environment also includes the people who is talking to you. You know, all the, all the contents of awareness is the environment. That's called body, mind. Mind also includes your emotions, feelings, perceptions, right? Concepts, understandings. And if you go like your environment is could be a workplace, could be a supermarket, could be on a road where you're driving. So this environment is changing. So equilibrium is a total balance between environment, psychology, and biology. So if I use different words here, imagine you're a conscious wind in all this environment, psychology, and biology. That's the equilibrium I'm talking about. You're conscious, yet you're wind. You know, you're not limited anymore or prisoned anymore by any concept, by any concept. You're just conscious to witness the magical play of the mind. If we go to the second paragraph, a human body represents the highest form of order. I like this one. Order. Body, mind, spirit are three different orders. I would say spirit is the highest one, unmanifested. Spirit is not something you can grasp. It's unmanifested, pure cosmic intelligence. So that's my understanding. Spirit is formless, yet every form can be manifested. The formless allow every form to manifest. Do you follow? Space allow every object to manifest, to show. That's what I mean, formless, spaceless. Spaceless is a infinite potentials for any object to show, to emerge. A human body represents the highest form of order. Every order is manifested in this formless, ultimate, let's say, field. Among the living beings, it is in thermodynamic sense. Thermodynamic. Look at the wind in the sky. It's a thermodynamic wind. Energy is, heat, cold, different gradients of the, heat or temperature. An open system. You see, open. The wind in the sky is so open. The blow of the wind is the total flow of the nature, interconnected with every forces. Open system which obtains free energy from its environment and seeks to preserve and increase its level of order. So we, as human beings, our mind is very useful to understand this order and to experience this order. Yoga looks at this organization. The body mind is an organization. An environment, body, mind, and environment is a total organization. This order as a whole, wholeness, you see, oneness, non-duality. It views the being as an organism. Being has no limited range, infinite big and infinite small. That's your being, that's my being. There's no your being and my being. There's only one universal being. And this being manifested in different minds and body, that's all. If you do give you a metaphorism, if you look at the whole cosmic intelligence as one body, something like human body, then you and me are just one little cell in this body. How many cells in this body, do you know? Around 80 trillion cells. So imagine you and me, Kirsten and Dong, are just one of these 80 trillion cells in this cosmic body and talking to each other, understanding the whole body as a whole. Then you are a yogi. Do you follow? Everyone is originally a yogi, but do you know or not? Or your mind is open enough. You see, open system. The whole body is an open system. The liver, the heart, the lung, the stomach, it's just labelings for the human to understand. It's practical, but it also has limitation. The body is one thing. Liver, heart, lung is the human labelings to understand the body. It's helpful, but don't attach to these labelings. The body is one body. Okay, I read that part so you can read more. And I just give you another I like to read sometimes because people have different teacher or different lineage have different terms for that same thing. Actually, it's the same thing. So I give you the Deepak Chopra's one. Deepak Chopra is a awakened being, in my understanding. It's really good. So creating balance in life. 7 tips for the body, for the mind body balance. You see, he put the mind before the body. Body is perceived in the mind, pure mind, not that impure mind. One of the guiding principles of mind-body medicine is the interconnection of all beings, including the mind, the body, and the environment in which we are living. So this is a good sentence, but it still is the division of the consciousness. There's only one consciousness, okay? I wish you to have these divisions and have this total understanding at the same time. That's the we are human being, but we are being a human. We are human. We are being human. Okay, we are human being. There's no difference. It's a total organization. Each of us is an inseparable part of an infinite field of the intelligence. And in this very moment, while Deepak Chopra wrote these words, that moment and this moment, or one moment, we call eternal now, the pure awareness. Time is in this eternal now. Time is the timeless using time to manifest, to experience. That's a beautiful, beautiful design. The most beautiful design is that you are timeless, yet you can express yourself in time. This very moment. And this moment. You see, the mind is trying to divide the internal now into different times. It seems there's a chain of time or linear time. No, it's a wrong concept. It's a wrong perception. There's only this eternal now. But it does not deny the time. I want to really experience this. In this very moment, with every breath, we are exchanging millions of atoms with the universe. All these words are describing you. So better study yourself. Everything is you. What you can see, hear, touch, smell, taste, and think are all you, then every moment, every time, and every space, every event of the space-time, you're studying yourself. That's how the infinite is learning. It's crazy. Once you have this view, it's really blow your mind miles away. But miles away is this moment and this place. It's crazy. It's crazy. I love this. For this holistic perspective, health isn't merely the absence of disease. Definitely not. Health is not the absence of disease or symptoms. It's a state of optimal well-being. That's a very good definition. But do you know what is optimal? That's a tricky part here. It's a state of optimal well-being, vitality, and wholeness. This, you see, the wholeness is so important. If you don't have wholeness, you suffer. If you have that split of consciousness between subject and object, you suffer. That's a region of the suffering. Maybe I will try to talk about this. A region of suffering and a region of happiness is a one place, it's the same place, but we have this division. There's I and the other. That's the region of the suffering. The region of happiness is the union of the subject and object, the awareness and the contents of awareness, the union. So once you realize everything in terms of what you can see, hear, touch, smell, taste, and think, or one thing, you're safe, you're awakened. So easy. So easy, yet so difficult. Because of its simplicity, that's why it's so complex. You see, now in my statement or in my words, even it's paradoxical. Because every word is a division of the totality. That's why it seemingly so paradoxical. Yet crazy. Health is a state of optimal well-being, vitality, and wholeness. And I like this part. We are healthy when we are able to fully digest everything we take in and extracting what is nourishing and eliminating what we doesn't serve us. That's why we poo. We are eliminating whatever doesn't serve us, by letting go. Don't hold your poo. Imagine somebody is constipated, for 1 month. What will happen? You see? I'm not only talking about physically, I'm talking about emotional constipation. And mental constipation. Imagine you're mentally constipated for 1 month, 1 year, your whole life. What will happen? Yeah. Hello, KJ. Yeah, as a practitioner of Chinese medicine, sometimes my patients are constipated. I say, okay, you're only physically constipated. A lot of people are emotionally and mentally constipated. For for a long, long time. Yeah, it's funny. We need some jokes, it's not so serious. But let's go on. So we are healthy when we are able to fully digest everything we take in, extracting what is nourishing. That's the digestion part, right? absorption part, and letting go, eliminating what does not serve us. So for the later one, just I paste again this Deepak Chopra's words. I love Deepak Chopra, and he has different terms for the awakening. So I'm reading the first part. Still, we are in this first part, the second paragraph, I think. So this includes our food, our relationships, our jobs, and all our life experience. So fully digesting, extracting, and eliminating. This includes our food, our relationship, our job, and all our life experience. Let go some relationship if you think it's constipating now. Letting go your emotions, your memories, traumas. I mean, principally, letting go that thing that is constipating in your mind, whatever does not serve us, right? That's how we poo and pee. In contrast, develops when there's a disruption, a blockage in the flow of energy and information in our body mind. You see, if there's something information in the body mind that's creating a blockage, that's the time to let go. Actually, that mimics our or resembles our understanding in the TCM, traditional Chinese medicine, TCM. So in TCM, the basic principle is, well, there is a pain, there is a blockage in terms of energy and the information, including feelings, emotions. You see, if you go to park, you will in a pond. There's kind of wild goose or ducks. Sometimes they fight for a food. They will strive or fight for that food, and they may do something together. But in 1 minute, they just flap their wings and depart from each other, and nothing will happen anymore. I mean, they're letting go that kind of stress from that fight of the food, and release that blockage of the stress. Do you follow? In the nature, in the animal domain, there's a fight. There's a fight for food, even for sex. But they learn how to release that energy or blockage. Like dogs in the park, they fight for food for maybe just seconds, and they flap their wings and they leave each other. They don't get some traumas anymore. Yeah. Just an example for you. Once there's a pain, there's a blockage in your body. Once there's a disorder in your mind, there's a blockage in your mind. Let go, letting go. Be a conscious wind in the sky. You see, the total equilibrium. Do you know equilibrium is such a beautiful thing? That's my topic today. Imagine we bike every day. We take a bicycle every day, right? So if you look at the wheels, okay, from the center of the wheel, a bicycle wheel, there's different strokes. How to call it? Poles, like still a line of steel, like let's say 50, or let's say 50 number 50s of that strokes. Yeah. So you see in that, each from the center to the rim of that wheel, it's in a total balance or equilibrium. So while you're riding on a back, each poke stroke is like support and each other to the center, and that's why we can bike, right? You can, and it's a dynamic balance. You see, it's a dynamic balance. I want to use this metaphor because now you are the center of your world, and from your consciousness, there's a one infinite numbers of strokes connected to your environments. It's like it's not a dimension now. It's a three-dimensional, and plus time. It's a four-dimensional dynamic world that you are the center. You're the axis of that bike wheel, back wheel. Sorry. So you have these little pokes connecting to every object in your awareness. Now if you think you are in a total balance, it's like you have infinite numbers from the center of you connect to every object in your awareness. That's what I mean, a total equilibrium of mind. I wish I could express it clearly, but release the blockage. Okay, there's some question here. It's most like cultivating constant conscious awareness, like cultivating a healthy microbiome. Yes, microbiome that becomes always present, always helping you. Yes, I agree. Can you repeat that? Release the blockage. Maybe practicing fasting can be like practicing silence. Mm, repeat the blockage. So if you have a pain in your body, that's a blockage physically. If you have mental disorders in your mind, that's a blockage in your mind. So acupuncture is try to release that blockage in your body, say body first. So in term, we stimulate some points in your body, like meridians or chakras, to release that blockage. That's the basic idea. Of course, there's different lineage schools, but the principle is same. It's like if you, in our more human experience, is that imagine you're living in a city, there's a traffic in downtown, okay? Traffic, heavy one. So the energy, the cars or people going through that traffic is becomes slow, right? And eventually you may stop somewhere. So the police will come to move that blockage or traffic, and hey, you go this, you go there, or even tow away some damaged cars. So policeman is the needles I put into your body if you are ever seen a acupuncture treatment. So the whole principle is to release that blockage in the traffic of a downtown and in the body too. Make sense? So that's the physically we can experience, but our mind is same thing too. Once you have blockage in your mind, you're depression, you're depressed, you're stressed, you're agitated, you're disturbed, you're and pissed off. All the emotional stuff is kind of blockage in your mind. Do you follow? So meditation is to let go all this blockage in your mind, in your body. Let go, totally let go, to be like a conscious wind in the sky. You're in the flow, you're in the zone, you're in the in a moment. You just dance, you just aware, no blockage. You still can talk, walk. You can still think, but all the thinking, walking, and talking are so in sync with the information outside, inside, with the energy, information, and matter outside, inside. That's a total equilibrium I'm talking about. And we are designed originally to be so. We we are being. The meaning of being is a total equilibrium. That's how lucky you are, guys. You don't know how fortunate you are yet. We are. Everyone is. We are originally in the heaven. Now your mind, the awakened mind, split this heaven into world and heaven. That's the original sin. If you're read some scriptures of God. This division of the awareness and the contents awareness is the original ignorance in Buddha's teaching. This original ignorance leads to every level of suffering, disorder, unharmony, disharmony. Or in other words, if you realize you are one with everything, there's no such I and the other, you are awakened. That's awakening. I said before that once you realize you're not a person anymore, you are a presence in the body mind, then you are freed. Instantly, wow, I'm presence. I'm the awareness in which arise all the contents of awareness. And there's no split between the observer and the observed. There's no division between I and the other. That's the union. That's yoga. You're originally a yogi. That's how fortunate we are. We are originally united. The United Kingdom, you see, in the history of civilization, United Kingdom is a dream for every queen and king. And you're originally united. It's a birthright. Even before your birth, it's your right. It's a pre-birthright. It's crazy. It's a play of consciousness, you see. The formless has to be manifest in form to experience. Fasting could be help. I practiced some fasting, stupid, when I was very, very, like years ago. You can try with a guidance, with an experienced teacher, but don't attach to that fasting either. There's 84,000 different ways to awaken. Fasting is one of them. 84,000 is just a number. There's actually infinite numbers to awaken. If you think fasting is helpful, just go, continue on fasting, no problem. With some guidance, with some cautious, that's all. Having a big feast is not a way to awaken. So while you enjoy that feast, you have the presence of the enjoyment or eating that feast. That's it. You're understanding that food, every food, like a meat, that about cake, is connected to everything else, to the planet Earth, the mother planet Earth. In terms of nutrition, elements, you know, minerals, vitamins, and so on. Right? Every food we are taking is interconnected to the whole ecosystem. And who is appreciating that? You see, the body, the mind is appreciating that food. It's the consciousness plays a role here. When you are conscious that everything is connected, you are connected instantly. So it's not subject. The ultimate is not subject to your understanding or your not understanding. Okay, it's always so. It is always so. But the moment you understand this, that's your time of awakening. Wow, I'm connected. Every moment, actually, in every space, in every coordinates of space-time. So this coordinates of space-time includes everyone and every human being that passed away long, long time ago. Everything, everyone is in the structure of space-time, including every event of the space-time. You name it. The rising of a family, the falling of a kingdom. Every similar historical event in the civilization is included in the structure of space-time. But once you understand you are the awakened one, you become important. You declare that I am, instead of declare I am dad, I am mom, I am professor, I'm doctor, I'm a billionaire, I'm so poor. No, you declare I am. No object following the subject. I am. Okay. Every the second part, the following part is secondary. I am. You have this solid statement. I am. Are you now? You are now? You are. I am. He is. She is. It is. It's always is. Are. Am. Okay. The words and the will be. A word and the will be is your imagination. It's a good imagination. Don't deny that. Food is God. Anam Brahma. Food is God. Thank you. Thank you for sharing, KJ. The first base layer of the pyramid of needs is naturally harder to discover conscious awareness from hunger and poverty. I agree. Yes, survival is the first thing. If you cannot survive, how can you? If your stomach is empty, if your stomach is empty, all you're looking for is for some food because that's our instinct, right? It takes profound intelligence to awaken from poverty. Buddha was royalty. Yeah, Buddha went to the extreme, not extreme. He was so rich and wealthy, so he went on fasting for a lot of times and the period of time, but he didn't think it's a right way either. It's wrong way. So no extremes. No too much luxury life, or too much poverty. No, go in the middle way. So, are you the middle class? That's how we are in the middle class. We are the most strong, supportive class in the society. Middle class. Yeah, I am the middle class. uh, but it's not impossible. That's why it's important to spread teachings awakening to everyone. Who is ready. Yes, thank you. KJ, you have that. Putichita. Keep on doing this. Yes, it by helping others, we are helping ourselves. And fundamentally, there is no I and the other. There's only you. The whole world is you and only you. Play and enjoy. Okay. Um, but not to attach to perfection. Change itself is perfection. Everything is changing, and that is perfect. Cool. You see the wind in the sky is always adapting, changing, blowing this way, blowing that way. But it's in the changing, there's a perfection, there's unchanging. I will say that everybody mind, physically, mentally, emotionally, is limited, is imperfect. But underneath every imperfection and changing, there's perfection, completeness, and unchanging. Yeah, wow, that's big bicep. My kids get up morning to do some push-ups, sit-ups. He's 12 now, so he likes biceps. He always touch my biceps. Hey, Dad. Oh, it's a big mouse. Let's go. Funny. Yeah, muscles, physical muscles. We definitely need physical muscles, but we know we need more mental muscles. Mental muscles, the power, the inner strength. Yeah. Are you strong enough mentally, emotionally? I said days ago in a video that being silent and still consciously is power. I name it. I really mean it. Being silent and still consciously is power. It's not only power, it's superpower. It's the equilibrium. It's a total equilibrium. Now, that's the being. Being is power. So I'm just making it simple, right? Being is power. It's a potential power. A power unmanifested yet. You see that part? The stability, the clarity, the interconnectivity is embedded in this silence and stillness. The luminosity, the true love is embedded in this total silence and stillness. It's the potentials, you see, unlimited potentials in this cosmic intelligence we call being, or pure awareness, or field of quantum field, a universal unified field. We have so many different terms. In Buddhism, we say Dharmakaya, Brahman, maybe there's another term, heaven, the, the kingdom of God, you name it, all pointing to this realization. Where is it? Here. When is it? Now. Here and now. Here and now contains huge, infinite informations, infinity and eternity is included in this term, here and now. It's so simple. That's why it contains huge, infinite information, matter, and energy. Because of its simplicity, it can embrace all the complexity. You see that? There's no conflict between simplicity and complexity or diversity. There's no difference between silence and sound. There's no difference between stillness and movement. You're in a total equilibrium of the body, mind, and spirit. In every level of life, in every scale of life, in every coordinates of space and time. That's how lucky you are, how lucky we are. We are born in this way. Okay, I think that's all for today. I have to send my kids to soccer program. Maybe end in 1 minute of silence. Enjoy your total equilibrium of body, mind, spirit. Actually, there's only one thing, that's you, the consciousness only. See you tomorrow too, 8 a.m. Vancouver time. Bye. Here's some KJ, and who is here? Sorry. Anyone who been here before and been here later, I think. We are beautiful souls. Thank you, visitors. It's crazy. Okay. See you tomorrow, 8 a.m. Vancouver time.